what cannot be discussed is the level of racial animus that's being directed at her.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. And we have to discuss here in today's episode Jason Whitlock reacting to the Skylar Diggins push, the shove, and just how Caitlin Clark is receiving racism in the WNBA. Let's get into this take, guys. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go.
One of the biggest stories in sports over the last year and a half, certainly to me, the person that should be Sports Person of the Year, most fascinating person in sports, is Caitlin Clark. And what cannot be discussed is the level of racial animus that's being directed at her.
Now, guys, for those who have not been following this channel, I have made plenty of videos just single-handedly calling out the hypocrisy. I mean, let's just be honest, guys. There are a lot of things that Caitlin Clark is experiencing that no one talks about. And I believe it's because of just the fact that, especially like myself, as a black person, when I call out these things, it's like, oh, that's a no-no. How could you call out something that your prehistoric ancestors went through, right? And I get where people are coming from with that, but there is also a thing just called the truth, right? And that's something that cannot be ignored, guys. I mean, because if the shoe were on the other foot with a lot of things that Caitlin Clark has been experiencing, man, like, it would be bonkers. It would just be crazy. So to me, I just choose not to ignore the obvious, you know, the truth and what I see. And even if it's not racism, it's just too much damn jealousy. Okay? Like, I'm just going to tell the truth. It's just too much jealousy. But it does look like a lot of this reverts to just pure racism. Let's keep going.
If you're in independent media, if you're over Twitter, you can talk about it all the time. I've yet to see it discussed on ESPN like, holy cow, these hating ass Shaniquas, this is racist.
Now, the reason that ESPN, guys, will never do these type of things is because, let's just be honest, Disney employing ESPN or being in whatever type of partnership that they have, this is why you will never see women come out and exploit this. Instead, you will see the angry, bitter women who continue to make excuses for Angel Reese. They continue to say that, you know, Angel Reese is this, Angel Reese is that, because of the same skin tone. It's even as far as the rookie debate, like the rookie of the year debate, right? We all kind of can see that there's a huge like gap disparity amongst Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. But however, woke ESPN will never tell the truth. We just saw where Dan Orlovsky, right? If you guys watch ESPN Get Up, First Take, he's the ex-NFL quarterback. He had to literally come out and say that he deleted a tweet that said, please protect our daughters. And he was saying that, you know, in contrast to male biological XY chromosome people being able to cross over into different sports and literally annihilate women. He had to go and delete that tweet because ESPN was not rocking with it. Or he said something like ESPN, it wasn't appropriate for his job. So we got people who are scared to come out and acknowledge these type of things because that's just a subject that they don't want to talk about. And somebody has to say it. And I hate that it's the black community for the most part that is speaking up on this, because people of Caitlin Clark's skin pigment, they don't want to touch this conversation because they don't want to be looked at as, you know, a racist. They don't want to be looked at as somebody who can speak on the black community. And let's just be honest, man, a lot has transpired that has sports afraid to keep it real. Like, people in the media, when it comes to sports, they no longer keep it real because they are afraid of just the cancellation of things, or this community getting rid of you, or this community getting rid of you. It's just crazy, guys. And one thing that I like about Whitlock and why I choose to react to his videos is because he doesn't care. He doesn't care what people are going to say, because for one, he walks with Christ. He's a Christian man, so he has no fear. In fact, so much to where he even lost his job behind a lot of the things that he truly stands behind. And people talk about him, but at least he has the courage and what it takes to be able to come out and elaborate on the things that we know are just completely wrong. Let's keep going.
This is racism. And I say that I'm a Caitlin Clark nut job homer. I watch every game, and now and so yesterday they played the Seattle Storm. Noel Quinn is the Storm's head coach, and Noel Quinn got into a heated argument with Christy Sides, the head coach of the Indiana Fever at the end of the game. The Seattle Storm, very good team.
And real quick, guys, I did see that, and he will show the video. But you guys will quickly see that Christy Sides, man, she did not want any smoke with Noel. What's her name? Noel Quincy or something like that. She didn't want any smoke with Christy. Christy Sides didn't want any smoke with the coach Noel. And this is going to show you exactly what I mean when it comes to just being Caitlin Clark's head coach. You got to have some type of backbone, man, because it ain't looking great. But you guys will see.
And at the end of it, Noel Quinn starts yelling and screaming and preaching at Christy Sides. Let's play that clip so people can see it.
Noel Quinn and Christy Sides. I'm not sure that's a pleasant conversation over there.
Look at him.
Noel Quinn, I believe, is...
Look at this, man. She letting who is this, Skylar? She letting all of these as a coach. That's a no. You don't let your player charge up a coach like that, man. You show that coach respect and let coaches deal with that amongst each other, man. Like I didn't like that look at all, though. But I don't know. Maybe Christy Sides said something that was warranted for this. I don't know.
At Christy Sides for not immediately emptying her bench at that last time out.
Now, what is this lady gonna do against these big old butch women? Look at her. Look at Sean Payton over here, man. Like, what is she gonna do? That's why I say, man, like, Caitlin Clark is gonna have to get a male coach or a sister. Straight up, you need a sister in this league because, Christy Sides, man, this is too much for her. And then you don't see none of her freaking players coming up to charge them up, but they didn't even stand up for Caitlin Clark. So why would I expect them to stand up for the damn head coach? I don't know.
And we're now going to be separated from Christy Sides.
So it wasn't about the empty bench. It wasn't about emptying the bench. And I'm not blaming the broadcaster. He just didn't know. What it was about was at the end of the game, Caitlin Clark, they're up big, and there's a timeout, and she starts clapping. She's down at the end of the court where the Seattle Storm bench is, and she's clapping and she's motioning to the crowd, pump up the noise. And Skylar Diggins intentionally bumps into Caitlin Clark and carries her into the Storm huddle or sideline area, and you can see at the very end of this clip, it's very hard, but you gotta watch.
Now, this is some Kennedy Carter shit right here, guys. Like, what was the point of that? Like for real, like, do you guys not know that it's literally the best technology in the world right now? Cameras are going to pick up, and this was somebody's phone camera, but you gotta know that they probably got this in 4K. Like, this is actually just pure jealousy, going out of your way, like Kennedy Carter. That's why I said this is a Kennedy Carter move, because this isn't a basketball play. The game is over. Are women really that jealous, man? Are women really that pitiful and petty? Like, to where this little Caucasian lady is really getting under y'all's skin like that because y'all aren't getting the praise. You have to realize these are her fans, right? Most of her fans are her fans. They are not there for you. Okay, even at a home game where Caitlin Clark is visiting, most of the fans are there for Caitlin Clark, and that goes to show you just the impact. But just watching this, man, like this lady, Skylar Diggins, I believe that's her name. Like, you really go out your way to do this? That don't make no sense, man.
Noel Quinn gets triggered, and this is about what a minute.
Look at this. Look at this. Crazy, man. And they gonna say that this isn't some type of form of racism, man. Let's be honest. If this was a league full of white women, right? And I'm not here to be like an Uncle Tom or whatever. I'm just gonna tell you guys the truth. It's called charge the game. So we gotta charge it the way we see it. Now, if this was a league where all the women were white and a white woman went out her way to come bump a black girl, you cannot tell me that this wouldn't be crazy. It'll probably be black is everything shirts. The players in the NBA will take a stand. Black is beautiful everywhere. Something about not being an athlete, like all kind of stuff, more than an athlete. Like it will be all kind of stuff. That's why I have to call out this hypocrisy, because we can't all dance when things are going our way and not dance when things aren't going our way. It's just not how the world works. You know what I'm saying? So I will always be like in Caitlin Clark's corner when she's experiencing things like this. Yeah, she's chippy. Yeah, she talks a lot. Who doesn't? It's competitive. And at the end of the day, it's in the bounds of on-court play. It's not out of bounds. It's not late. It's respect within the lines. And these women just let their emotions and jealousy and their rage and hate for Caitlin Clark and a little bit of racism, let's just be honest, take control of them. Now, why won't the women come out and speak on this on the media like they did when they were going against her? You guys will never find out, and neither will I. We know why, but they won't be woman enough to come out here and speak on this type of stuff.
8 seconds to go in the game. Noelle Quinn gets triggered because Caitlin Clark is doing this, and she thinks she's showing up the Seattle Storm team. But if she had not been bumped into by Skylar Diggins, she would have been nowhere near. And so that's what Noelle Quinn's upset about. That's why Skylar Diggins was out at half court trying to talk some sense into either Noelle Quinn or trying to egg Noelle Quinn on. That somehow this was bad sportsmanship. To me, Steve, it's just another example of these black women. They got this animosity, and it's not all of them, but it's enough of them that seem to be so bothered by the success of Caitlin Clark. They lose their self-control. They just get triggered by her success, and it's like no one's talking about it.
Now, guys, in conclusion, man, like there you guys have it. That's what I think as well. I agree with Jason Whitlock on just how people are not calling this out in a time where everybody in the world is afraid to go against the grain. And ever since I come to YouTube, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I refuse to be a person that will not be able to speak my mind, exercise my First Amendment, and worry about people hating me or canceling me because I'm not saying the things that they like. That's why it's called channel. It means it's my channel. You have a channel. They have a channel. Everybody has their own channel, which means you can tune in and tune out. So I just want to express the fact that Caitlin Clark is receiving a lot of harsh treatment, and I love the way that Jason Whitlock tends to break things down. And I can't wait to hear from you guys on this video. You guys tell me what y'all think. Like always, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, and thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.